Is it a little easier going into a week knowing you'll likely be getting the start rather than last minute
Yeah,
finding out?
it's good finally having a little like certainty, a little more certainty now. But every week I prepare like a starter, so it's really no different than any other week. So um, I just think I had to be consistent in my preparation, and this week is no different.
Matt said yesterday you haven't looked like a rookie out there, obviously getting thrusted into what you had to do for 3 games. How have you been able to keep your composure in those moments?
I think it's I think it's a testament to how I prepare. I prepare every week like a starter, so when I get thrown in the game, it's just about going in there and executing. So that's my mindset. So when my number's called, I feel like I'm ready to go.
Zach, you said you prepare like a starter, but is it different going in and preparing knowing that you'll be a tackle instead of having to cross train throughout the week and then not knowing where you'll be in?
Yeah, for sure. I think most weeks, yeah, you're right. I practice multiple positions, and this week obviously it's probably going to be tackle that I play. So um, yeah, I guess it's a little different. I'm mainly focused on tackle now, so I guess that's nice.
Have you been scoreboard watching at all? I know a few said they have, a few said they haven't.
Nah, I don't really. I mean, I'll watch the games, but I don't really like look at the standings or anything. So not really. Um, I just like good football.
Did you watch last night?
I did. Who did play last night? I'm sorry.
Seahawks.
Oh yeah. I did watch that. I heard that helped us out a little bit, so that's nice. It's nice to be able to, it's nice to be able to play meaningful football this late in the season. So
Zach, did you have any more peace of mind though through this long bye period now to kind of just adjust to being the left tackle rather than a day or two or hour or two notice, which has been practice in the past?
yeah, it's like I said, it's nice to be able to know earlier in the week, so I can, you know, watch film and all that. It helps me out, so I can focus on one position. So yeah, it's nice.
Aaron Donald's most of the time lining up over interior guys, but how have you noticed from the film just how he helps their entire defensive line operate and just get into different gaps?
Yeah, he's obviously a game changer. So and they line him up everywhere. So I've seen him lined up at nose, tackle, and so obviously we got to know where he's at. So we got to be ready to go.
Is there anybody on this Packers defense that you asked to give you extra reps this week to sort of prepare in case Donald does play?
What was
Did
it?
I ask that weird? Is there anybody that's on the Packers defense that you're like, hey, come give me extra reps and simulate Donald?
No. I mean,
Sorry, that was a weird
nah, but I think our scout team gives a good look. So yeah, I'll just leave it at that.
Just being thrown into all these different situations and not knowing that you're starting, all of that. How has your confidence been able to really grow because of all of that as a rookie?
Yeah, I think the more football you play, the easier it gets, or not easier, but less challenging, I guess. Yeah, it's been nice. I think I'm getting better as the season is going on. So I think experience is the best way to get better.
Is there anything in particular that you can kind of look back to the beginning of the season and see your growth just through these 15 weeks?
Yeah, I think when I came in during camp, I had a lot of things to work on, and I think I think if I went back right now and looked at what I looked like during camp, it would be a completely different person. So I think I've progressed pretty well throughout the season.
Have Dave or Elton been in your ear at all through this, kind of helping you out, especially in those games where you had to get thrown in?
Yeah, Dave is in my ear a lot because we play the same position. So he's been helping me out. He was helping me out the Bears week. He's been helping me out a little bit this week, and I know he'll be there on us. Like if he's not playing, he'll be there on the sideline helping me out. So they both been there, and that's been a huge help for me.
Is there any
Zach,
advice?
When you
Is there any advice Dave's given you that has really resonated with you?
He just tells me to be myself. Like don't let everything kind of like overwhelm you. So I think that's been the main thing he's telling me. Just don't don't think too much. Just go out there and play.
Yeah, Zach,
Zach, when you face a great player like an Aaron Donald, do you find that your own stuff, your own technique becomes doubly important against people like that?
Yeah, for sure. And against somebody like that, it's not just about technique. It's also just about, straining and fighting, really. So I haven't been up against him yet, but I know that when the time comes, I just got to, obviously the technique has to be good, but also I just got to have the fight in me to, get the job done.
On the note of being yourself, Aaron said yesterday you have a really good level of self-awareness when it comes to your strengths and also some limitations you have just because of your experience. How have you noticed that grow throughout this year and just keeping consistent with your level of self-awareness as a player?
Yeah, obviously nobody's perfect, and I know I'm not either, so I think playing to my strengths, like my athleticism, I think that's been a really good help. I think knowing where you're weak at and trying to avoid getting into situations where that weakness can get exposed is important as a football player, and I think as the season's going on, I've done a pretty good job of that.